last night on Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Good morning, Piestewa family!
You saw the Extreme Makeover design team change the Piestewas' lives forever and honor some very special American heroes.
I'm very happy.
But you didn't see it all.
1, 2, 3!
Now we're taking you way behind the scenes.
Jessica Lynch standing back.
From Ty's secret room
Good. Fantastic. Keep your eyes shut, Ed.
to a center for veterans, past and present. It's all about love, honor, and respect.
It's now open for business.
This is Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
I'm Ty Pennington, and man, what a week. We built this amazing house on 5 beautiful acres in Flagstaff, Arizona, and we did it all to make a dream come true. To fulfill a fallen soldier's promise and to honor a 23-year-old Native American private named Lori Piestewa. How did we do it? Well, you saw some of that on our other show, but what you didn't see was this. The policemen, the firemen, the local and county officials, local artists and craftsmen, next-door neighbors, helicopter pilots, and pet store owners who all came together and donated their time, their materials, and hard work, all for nothing but the good feeling you get from helping somebody in need. And that's how we do it. And really, you haven't seen anything yet. So keep watching, because here we go. Are you with me, people? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. How'd they do that? How'd they do that? How'd they do that?
How'd they do that?
How'd they do that? How'd they do that?
It's not always all about Ty.
We're actually in a town called Tuba City, Arizona, which is outside of Flagstaff, and we're basically on an Indian reservation. We're kind of here to help out the family and kind of honor the woman that gave her life for this country. I'm very excited about it, so come on over.
We were just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona, on the Hopi Indian Reservation, which is actually inside the Navajo Indian Reservation.
Everybody please be extremely, extremely respectful of the invitation that's been granted to us to be on this land. We are, in a way we've never been before, quite literally guests of another nation.
The reservation is huge. It's pretty much the northern corner of Arizona.
This is it for us this season. I can't believe everything we've done. I can't believe everywhere we've been. And this is the way we want to finish it out. This is going to be the best thing we've ever done.
And we are here because of a fallen soldier who died in Iraq. Her name is Lori Piestewa.
Lori Piestewa was the first, not only woman, but also Native American to die in the Iraq War.
Also with us today on the bus, Jessica Lynch standing back.
Lori Piestewa and Jessica Lynch were in the military and became best friends and roommates.
Lori made a pact with Jessica Lynch that if anything happened to them, they would take care of each other's family.
Jessica Lynch nominated Lori's family for this home makeover project, and we're here. The whole reason Lori joined the military in the first place was to provide a house for her parents and her children.
We're here to fulfill that dream, to build a house for these children, to be able to build a house so this family can retire, to be able to honor all Native Americans that have fought for so many wars.
Put Jessica right here.
Now, everyone knows Jessica's story about the convoy and her being captured. The story people haven't heard is about Lori Piestewa.
She was an amazing, strong, courageous woman. Like, I had never met anyone like that before. We got deployed in February 2003. As we were making our way north to Baghdad, our convoy was attacked.
She was the one who was trying to keep these trucks moving, and when out of nowhere, she was hit with a rocket grenade.
Me and Lori were both taken to this hospital, and sometime between the ambush and 2 hours later, she had passed away.
Let's go, Jessica. Of course, Jessica came home. Lori didn't, but her spirit still lives on, and that's why we're here. Okay, so you can help me do this?
Yes. We all think about her every day, and I know that she is with us.
Good morning, Piestewa family! Good morning! How are you guys?
And it was so cute to see them come out of the door, because normally they come out and they give us hugs, but this time they recognized someone.
Oh, Jessica!
course, Jessica's ours too. She's our daughter also.
There was something different about this family. I don't know if it's the surroundings. I don't know if it's their culture. But I think all of us felt there was something different about this.
Lori's wishes to build us a house, and that was her dream. It's coming true.
And the way he spoke of Lori and her presence, even to the extent of saying that she's home now. Not the way he wanted, but she's here with us right now in the sun and the wind and the sky.
It's just because of her that things are happening to us.
That's what the Hopi believe. They believe that when you die, your spirit is still here with us in all these things around us.
So Piestewa family, show me the house.
There we go.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Peter Shea. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. So our builder this week was somebody we used before. It was Shea Homes.
Lori was quite a hero. We appreciate all she did.
Hi, thank you.
Shea Homes is an awesome company, and they've got an awesome group of guys that are running it.
Well, we're really excited about the story. I mean, Lori was a true warrior, and what she did for our country made it a pretty simple decision.
We've worked with them before, and to close out our season with these guys was an honor.
Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Water coming out of the motor, that means you got a busted seal, a hose.
So we show up here, and everything seems to be going smooth, and our bus breaks down.
They have an antifreeze leak, and they said one of the hoses has a leak in it. So one of the guys is going to come up and take a look at it. It's a nice-looking bus, and I'm sure they would love to work on it.
Do you think you could fix this?
Oh, yeah, I could fix it.
He drove buses for 15 years.
I can't tell you it's going to work.
Terry, the dad of this family, has to call the school district and end up helping us in the end. So that's what's happening now. We need to just get this kind of bandaged up for now until we can take it to Flagstaff and get it really fixed.
This is really a good surprise to have you come back. I need to tell you something, too. There was a gentleman from, I think it was Chinle area somewhere, and he's a medicine man. So he says, I can fix her. Because he said that he wanted to get rid of that cane. Isn't that neat?
It was really hard having to deal with, why did I make it and, Lori didn't. It's something that's been a struggle, but, I've come to cope with it. Being with the Piestewa family, they've made me feel really comfortable. They were always there and supported me throughout everything. Love you.
God, thank you. See when we get back.
Lori's dream was to be able to build a home for her family so that all of them could come together and live and be a family again.
Who else wants to go?
And I know Lori would be so amazed and just thankful for everything that her family has been given. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great.
You a brother or?
I'm the oldest brother.
You're the oldest brother.
There was 4 of us.
Now, Terry and Percy told me about this. They say before they eat the meal, they take a little offering to the elders of the spirits that have moved on, right?
Correct. Since this is their last time they're going to be here, what we'll do is we'll leave the offerings out here. And
Waylon, Lori's brother, actually showed me that when the Hopis leave one dwelling or where they lived and move to another, they actually take a pot, a Hopi pot, and they crush it, they stomp on it, and they give a blessing.
In our history, we've migrated around this continent, and when you move from one place to the next, then you leave something behind to show that you were there.
Then they leave that pot, and it's kind of a symbol of saying that you're moving on. Well, let's see if we can get this this moving on.
Let's do it.
Get moving.
Let's do it.
Coming up.
I'm sorry, what is going on?
We actually ruptured a gas line.
Everyone out? We've hit a gas line, and apparently we need to get everyone out.
Everyone, we need to back away from the house.
We're serious. You guys need to move a little bit faster.
There was a serious risk of literally blowing up the house.
That's ahead on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that on ABC? Brought to you by Sears. Find the freshest ideas for spring at Sears. Sears, good life, great price.
Have you seen the remarkable Kenmore Trio refrigerator? Its innovative 3-door design makes finding food a breeze, even in the freezer. And you'll love your fresh food at eye level, with a place for platters below. Now we've added water in the door, something the whole family can appreciate. Mouth-watering, isn't it? Kenmore, innovations for the good life, only from Sears.
they do that?
Jacket over there, Nate. Lee?
On the morning of the second day, we saw something pretty amazing.
The dancers come around here.
Can everyone kind of take a couple steps to your right?
There was an eagle dance going on that for the purpose of blessings, more blessings.
Could we just move to the side and let them? Because then when we move to the side, they're going to be just right there.
Okay, we can do that.
It's a traditional Hopi dance, dance of the eagle.
We just want to get as many shots of the beauty of what this is.
The eagle symbolizes a lot to the Hopis. It symbolizes the birth of their culture. To see this native dance on this barren landscape with this beautiful view in the background was pretty amazing. It's been an amazing week for us in the sense that we've all learned so much about this culture.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's move everyone back to your left. Close to the fence for me, guys. Perfect, guys. Just keep coming.
The morning of demolition day, we asked a lot of workers to be there with us to start the home project.
And then I want everyone to stay this side. Nice and tight, guys. All right. Now everyone move over to your left.
People are telling us to move to the left, move to the right, back up, line up. You know, sometimes it takes time to coordinate these shoots when we're dealing with so many people.
All right, guys, we're going back to one.
And, you know, that many hours of waiting around, your spirits start flagging, you know, you get a little tired.
Hey, guys, if you need water, we have water here. We can bring it to you.
So Constance and I went over to all the guys in the blue shirts basically to say hello, to thank them for being here with us and to keep them pumped up because they'd been waiting there for quite a while. They had arrived at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
So we went over there to say hi and to remind them how much we appreciate them, to remind them of what this project means.
And again, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And applause to you guys. Thank you.
It didn't take much. They knew we were here for Lori, and they really couldn't wait to get started.
So how do we build a house in 7 days? A whole lot of workers, a whole lot of construction, everybody coming together to build one house. Here's our setting, looking back at the mountains. And what we've done is we've hands to the guys at Shea. They've created a virtual reality of this house. If you can pull up the house for me, Mark. Here's our house. Now what this does is it allows us to stand back and look at the house. We can look at walls, how we're going to paint walls, how we're going to lay out furniture. This is a big house. We can actually take the roof off, just like that, then go inside and look at specific rooms. We can fly right into the courtyard, for instance. This is our outdoor courtyard. We've got our siding. We're going to put a fireplace in this corner right here. This is technology and design working together. This is our kitchen right here we're flying in on. And this wall right here, we're going to push that out, create a bay window, take advantage of all these views. And what's really awesome is these guys at Shea have this technology. We can pull this house together for one very deserving family.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. This will be the operation and planning meeting for operational period number 6.
I went to the fire station one morning to visit one of their safety meetings. There were people there from the local town publicity, from the law enforcement, the EMT. All of these people come together, and they actually treat us being here like a forest fire. We're called an incident.
This is what we call a sand table.
And so right back here is the mountains?
Correct. The mountains would be back up here. The home site is right here. And it gives us an opportunity to plan how we're going to bring in ambulances, how we're going to bring in fire department personnel and or law enforcement.
So there's no way we can do what we do unless the community welcomes us.
We call upon all citizens of Coconino County to thank Extreme Makeover Home Edition for their heartfelt efforts and generous gift to the Piestewa family. And I'd like to present this to you, Duncan.
Thank you so much. You know, I'm asked all the time, how do you pick these families? One of the things that has to happen is we have to be into a county, we have to be near a city that believes in this television show what we're doing. Lori wanted one thing, and that was to be able to give a home for her children. And we're here for these children. We're here for her memory. We're honored to have the congressman out here with us.
As a guy who served on the Veterans Affairs Committee, and on behalf of the United States Congress, I want to recognize Shea Holmes and Extreme Makeovers as true patriots. And I want to thank you all for coming out and pulling this together. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We need that kind of community involvement. We need the support of our neighbors and people in the town to make it happen. Okay, where I'm entering here is actually the side doors that are going to go inside the, I'm sorry, what is going on?
Basically what happened was we're building a house here. In the meantime, we're trying to dig a trench for a water line. We actually ruptured a gas line.
Everyone out? We've hit a gas line and apparently we need to get everyone out. Everyone out, guys!
You guys shouldn't be lighting any cigarettes. If your cell phones are on, you should probably turn them off. All the way back to the parking lot, you guys are serious. You guys need to move a little bit faster.
Away from the house, everyone, we need to back away from the house. We shut down all work, everything shut down because there was a serious risk of literally blowing up the house.
How long are we going to be down, do you know?
I don't know yet. It doesn't look good, though.
Doesn't look good?
No, sir.
We got the gas company, we have the fire department.
Is it still leaking out there, or are they still leaking?
You know, we were looking at the house and it was almost kind of eerie. It's something you never hear on our 7 days on a job site is silence.
Well, we've been hurrying up all week. Now, we have to wait. Is that our gas line right there? Okay, so that's the tool. That's pretty cool. So you actually go down there, you crimp it. He's going to crimp the line right now. So we put a tourniquet basically on the bleeder. All right, guys, we stopped the gas leak. Let's get back to work. Let's step it up and catch up some time, shall we?
That could have been really, really bad, but all of Shea's people took this very, very seriously, and because of that, no one got hurt.
Coming up. In 7 days, we made an incredibly beautiful house at the base of a mountain.
Meanwhile, 90 miles away.
When the idea for the Business Affairs Complex for the War Veterans came up, we wanted to do it.
You just get on the phone, things happen. I need it actually today.
No, I'm not joking.
Hello?
So I come up with a bright idea of trying to impersonate Ty Pennington.
Hey, man, I need to speak to somebody in your sales department.
That's ahead on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
In 7 days, we made an incredibly beautiful house at the base of a mountain and also gave some Native American veterans a complex where they can actually gather and come together as a group. I have to say, man, I called Preston and Ed and I said, look, guys, you got to be able to handle this build for me. Would you go to the reservation and make this happen?
This is it.
This is it, man. This is
beautiful.
This
is it.
So Preston and I get to this piece of land and we need something quick because the clock is ticking. We've got less time than ever. We've got like 3¼ days to pull this one off.
Nice flat plot of land, too. This is great. Now we just got to get a building.
Yeah, well, I don't need to tell you obvious, Press, that we don't usually make that phone call. It's usually the big man.
Well, yeah, but we can't. In the amount of time, there's no way we're going to be able to pour a slab and do all that. We got to think something like a modular home or prefabricated building of some type.
We think, well, if Ty can do it, how hard can it really be to try and secure a builder or a home in this case that we can transform into an office?
Ty just usually pulls out his little phone, magic phone, makes a few calls. So
how hard can that be?
Yeah, you just get on the phone. Things happen. Hi, this is Preston Sharp. Who's this? Yeah, I'm interested in a modular building, about 2,000 square feet or so.
So he gets on one phone, I get on my phone, and we start phoning around, and it's hard.
Okay, I'm looking for quite a large one. I'd say between, 1,500 square feet to 2,000. You've got them?
You do? Oh, that's great.
I kind of need it, I would say, within the next, 4, maybe 5 hours.
Well, no, I was thinking I need it actually today. Hello?
No, I'm not joking.
What did I say?
So I come up with the bright idea of trying to impersonate Ty Pennington.
Hey man, I need to speak to somebody in your sales department. Okay, here's the deal, people. What I need you to do, I need you to drop one down for me today. Hello? It's Ty. How does he do this, man?
You're yelling at him.
That's what Ty does.
Is he still there?
No.
The guy at the other end hung up rather abruptly, and it was actually Preston who managed to get one.
Very well then. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. You good? I swear. He's coming.
From the moment we actually got out of the truck, we had 3.5 days to try and cultivate 4 acres of land and give them a picnic area, a Hagan or a Hogan, and a Veterans Affairs Complex building. So it was a lot to do in 3.5 days.
Okay, friends, things are going very well. At the moment, we're in the middle of making the receptionist desk. Now, Preston's left me a design. What it is, trying to keep everything, the furniture that we're making, we're trying to keep everything looking as Native American as possible, with lots of different angles, square blocks, chunks.
To the City was one of the hardest builds I've had because I didn't know a lot about the culture and Preston did. So I said, Preston, you design the stuff, I'll build it. Simple as that. He designed some fantastic looking furniture. My favourite piece of furniture was actually going to be a secretary's table.
And all these things that I love to do, geometrics that are designed, you know, thousands of years ago, and they still look so modern. It shows you that so many things transcend their time and culture.
It's all these pieces of 2x4 in a chevron design. Angles, angles, angles. Okay, this is one side complete. Once they're all done, fill it, sand it, and then varnish it. Job done, make the base, take it in there, and tick one more item off our carpentry list.
We were able to take a modular building and make it look and feel substantial and less temporal. Okay, this is looking good. These guys just finished the last coat on here, the stucco. We're gonna be ready soon to paint. What we've done here is add as many architectural details as we can to help the front facade. And that's what you want to do. Make your buildings in keeping with its surroundings. That's pretty much the color of this building. When the idea for the Business Affairs Complex for the War Veterans came up, we wanted to do it. So let's check our colors together. We're going to do that. We'll concur. I've got some tints, and we'll try and make it match the dirt. This is a khaki wall. This is all wayward wind? Yep. We've got khaki on one side of the hall and the green color on the other. We'll do this orange kind of, it's almost a pumpkin-y color. And then I think we're throwing the turquoise color in here again. And then in here, I think we're back to the blue. We want it to serve a function and not be such a museum piece. We want the veterans to be able to use it. And this area right here, you can see it's all smoothed out. We smoothed this out, flushed it out for a mural, so don't paint in here either. He's got this section all to himself. The architectural treatments we were able to artistically apply to it gave it a sense of permanence.
When we blow it up, we could actually do this in 2 shades of the same color and get definition.
Okay, very good. I'm all for that instead of just a single silhouette.
Same amount of paint.
Okay, we can simplify it as we go down. So this is layer 2 then.
Right, and so this goes first.
Right. Then our silhouette of the veterans, and then in the foreground our Navajo warriors. As with any architectural project I'll undertake, I always want to include architectural detailing inside of this building.
That will be one color, this will be
another color. To put the beautiful rhythm of angled latillas in a wainscoting treatment throughout was not only architecturally and artistically appropriate, it was beautiful. I'd love to see some point, just like on the slip pottery.
I think they totally deserved like a place, a Veterans Affairs Complex where they can get together, they can share their stories, and all tribes can come together as one.
Coming up.
So this is what I call a jackpot.
Ty's secret room.
We're milling our own lumber.
Inspired by nature and history.
You're making this specifically for her?
Yeah. It just doesn't get any better than that.
That's ahead on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that? If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover, to apply to be on the show.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Whoa. Oh, boy. I'm going to need some ice on that one. Nice run, Pancho. Take 5. How'd they do that? Ow. Oh, that's hard. My project this week was building a master bedroom for Terry and Percy. They've actually never lived in a house they owned, or I don't even think they've lived in a house. They've always lived basically on a trailer, on a reservation, on land they didn't own. I wanted to give them a bedroom that not only honored their traditions and their heritage, but also that felt like it was theirs. I learned so much about the Native American culture. They believe in the land. Things are in 4s. You've got the 4 corners, north, south, east, and west. And there's also the 4 colors, black, white, yellow, and red. It's the color of the human people. It's the color of the corn. It's the color of the directions. I've definitely learned a lot about that this week and making sure we incorporate that into the room. Now that is what I'm talking about. We got a whole tree that's fallen. When I wanted to use some wood from around this area and bring in some of those natural elements. So this is pretty much what I call a jackpot. Now look at this, you've got straight pine that's just dried enough that the bark is falling off. It takes several of these and actually run them from the floor to ceiling all the way up at the headboard. What's cool about that, now Terry and Percy in their bedroom will have natural elements from their environment, so the outdoors will actually come in the indoors. Well, let's load up some lumber, what do you say? Rhonda, all I have to say is Pancho is an awesome horse. I mean, like, I seriously that guy. He's very chill. The same people that let me borrow the horse named Pancho actually had a mill there.
You guys are welcome to use whatever you need.
Seriously?
More than welcome, yes.
That would be so amazing. Okay. Can I ease it through by just pushing it?
Yeah, just ease it through the board.
We're milling our own lumber. We're gonna cut all the way through here, give us some big chunks of wood. We're gonna flip over and make a really long bench that's gonna sit in front of the picture window looking over the mountains for Terry and Percy in their bedroom. So here we go. It was just a dream to be able to cut down, your own wood and use a gigantic saw like a mill like that. It's not every day you get to do that, so that was pretty awesome. Sweet. Okay, little help? Let's move this off, shall we? It just doesn't get any better than that. So the projects are coming along pretty well for the secret room. Got several things going on, but I need some Native American, real artwork, like pottery, baskets, blankets, to really make it what it needs to be. I called Preston, because he was up on the reservation, and I had him look around some of the Native American artisans up there.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Preston Sharp. You must be Ruby.
Yes, I am.
You know the story of Lori.
Yeah.
So you're making this specifically for her?
Yeah. It's a big exchange thing. Our society is like that.
Of course.
Yeah,
and that's the way you survive. And
when someone like Ruby Chimerica makes a basket specifically for the Piestewa home to honor Terry and the family, that's one of the most beautiful gestures anyone can make to give their labor and their love.
This is the birch wood. Goes over to the neighbor's place. I cut these down to just simple pieces that are going to slide in here and become window seals. You get that beautiful bark, and check this out. I got some chairs made out of the same kind of birch. So this is the bench I made on the mill. I actually used it to cut down the saw. I've left the bark on the upside. We've got some Native American blankets, and what we're going to do is take some wood much like this, use those things to hang these as tapestries. You get really that organic feel. I'm digging that. That's going to look gorgeous, man. That looks really, really good. It's literally about an hour before the family's going to come home, and I'm kind of in a mad rush to try and get the room done. Tell me when you're over the stud. That's good. Good to hear. I get a knock on the door.
I brought someone special. This is Ruby.
I brought this basket full of seeds and hope that the little boy and his grandpa can go plant. And then when they bring the stuff home, then the grandmother and the little girl can feed their people and stay alive. Because I want life for them always. And because their mom gave up her life for us, you know. So.
I am absolutely positive they'll be thrilled to have this. I understand how much you care for the family. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh gosh, look at this.
Look at this. Oh, this is more than a dream come true. Oh, give you a big hug. Oh, yes. Ty, this is beautiful.
Too much, buddy.
I tried to take as much information as I could and bring it into here so that you guys really did feel like you were home when you came home.
Here.
Somebody was making a basket.
Yes.
There's a lady named Ruby who is a really sweet lady that made this for you guys. And then I believe she's also a Hopi. So
It's Hopi made.
I'm sure you guys know more of this, what this is than I do.
The directions. The white is at the north, and the yellow is the east, the blue is south, and then the red is west.
And so it all has a significance.
I've learned a lot this week. It's been awesome.
You did a lot of learning and a lot of studying.
Yeah,
it's all
I wanted to get it right.
Coming up.
And the wind's kicking up, and there's this beautiful moment when you see all these Native Americans that are all veterans that have, served this country.
Generations of heroes get their due.
Welcome to your new Native American Veterans Affairs Complex.
That's ahead on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
Thank you for doing all of this work for us.
Three guys came onto the site. One of them was actually a veteran, and another one was actually a medicine man. And they bought a pear tree, and it symbolizes growth and regeneration.
So in Hopi words, it means we're reproducing, like women having children and all that, forever going. And that's what it's really about. It's life.
And the guys said, can we plant it? And I said, yeah, no problem. They got everyone involved, which I thought was great.
It's a great feeling to be here, to see Navajos, to see Mexicans, to see white people, to see all walks of lives here. It comes from the heart and goes back to the heart.
Such a small tree, but a very, very big thing.
So it's only moments before a whole bunch of veterans are going to come here in a procession and check out this place. We wanted to keep everything in here, pretty authentic. These are all original photographs of Native American soldiers that served the U.S. military. I hate to do this to Ed, but I gotta get these desks in right away. They're so beautiful, they're ready to go. Can we just go right now? Let's just go. Okay, let's go.
He designed some fantastic looking furniture, from the huge benches to the computer tables.
So we're gonna set up a station where people can actually listen.
They can stop at this beautiful table, put a pair of headphones on and listen to the code talker.
We want humble furniture. We're not designing and decorating stuff. We're teaching and depicting. Nice.
This is the table that Preston designed, built by me.
This pattern right here is actually a Native American kind of basket, but it's beautiful, dude.
One of the buildings we built in our complex was a hogan. That when the Native American warriors come back from a conflict, from a battle, from a war, they can go to this hogan and the medicine man will cleanse their spirits.
This is the last major project we have. We're just now completing the hogan, and this is the finishing touch, the roof. It's so beautiful, the earthen roof. They're gonna finish shortly because you can hear the war veteran procession is coming.
So we're back in Tuba City at the Veterans Complex, and we're about to show it to we're about to reveal it to the veterans. This is so exciting, I can't believe we'll be able to pull it off. These guys come marching in together, and they've got 3 horses. One has a Hopi rider, one has a Navajo rider, and another one doesn't have a rider, and it symbolizes all the warriors that didn't come home. The day that we actually handed over the Veterans Affairs Complex to the Native Americans was a pretty special day.
So thanks for being here, guys. This is pretty amazing. The story of Lori Piestewa brought us here to help a family, but it inspired us to help all Native American veterans.
And the wind's kicking up, and there's this beautiful moment when you see all these Native Americans that are all veterans that have, served this country.
I'd like to thank everyone who worked on this project, but most important, I wanted to thank the Native American warriors. This building is honor and respect for you guys, all the Native American veterans who put their life on the line and fought for freedom for this country. Guys, welcome to your new Native American Veterans Affairs Complex.
So here we go.
It's now open for business.
The beautiful part was when they came into the building. Everyone walking in and out of this complex with a greater understanding and respect for the contribution by their warriors to their people and our military.
That's your son? I heard so many different stories from so many different people, and they were so glad that somebody finally respected and honored these guys.
My brother served in Vietnam, and this is just what we needed.
They were so thankful. It was unreal to get first-hand account of how this building, which was a lot of hard work, has changed their lives.
Thank you so much.
There's lots of tears that were shed, there were lots of smiles that happened, but it was neat to meet that many different people with that many different backgrounds and that many different loved ones that actually put their life on the line for this country.
I'm never going to forget the people I met, the friends I made, and yeah, I'm never going to forget it.
Coming up. This is our home office in Los Angeles. So back here is where all the magic happens. There's Ed. Here's a picture of Ed.
How'd they do that?
See? And that's the show. That's what you're watching tonight.
It's the season finale, and I think it's gotta be big.
That's ahead on Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
Okay, so here's something you didn't see last night. This is our home office in Los Angeles, and 3 weeks ago we actually finished building the house that you're watching tonight being built. So back here is where all the magic happens. By here, Ty, down here. There's Ed. Here's a picture of Ed.
How'd they do that?
See? And that's the show. That's what you're watching tonight. Jim.
This rock with my name on it, that's a really big deal.
Hey, Paulie. Hey, how are you guys? So this is really cool. Well, you didn't get to see this last night, and where we are in our master sound chief editors right here, Jim Furlong. We're in his office here with our executive producer, Tom Foreman, and our co-EP over here, Michael Malloy, who also takes care of what you finally get to see at home. When we're out there at the Piestewas and we see these beautiful mountains behind us and all these beautiful Indian dances going on, we want you guys at home to feel the same way, and the only way we can really do that is by adding music.
We want to try to accentuate and isolate that emotion that you guys were feeling so that the audience can experience that too.
Since we're extreme, we thought, let's go to the next level with music and get a symphony. All of us we've been wanting to do that. We were nervous about having strings behind a reality show. We felt it would overwhelm it, but somehow it works in the right places. And
It's the season finale, and I think it's got to be big. And, what's bigger than an 80-person orchestra with violins and cellos and oboes and French horns?
We want to be a little bit special on what you guys see at home, and how we can do that is by having a big orchestra in Prague play our music for us, and that's what they did for us here. And you'll hear bits and pieces tonight with the picture you're watching, and it'll all make sense to you.
the kitchen. Oh.
This is beautiful, you guys.
Now, here's the cool thing about Lori. She loved all living creatures, man. She bugs, snakes, lizards, and even frogs and turtles. So we wanted to find a home for Myrtle the turtle as well. Big old gigantic aquarium that she could swim in. She could do laps, she could go up on a rock in the sun. So Myrtle is a happy little turtle because she's got a new home, and we threw in a turtle girdle, which doesn't fit right now, but she'll grow into it.
Myrtle, I know you've been overwhelmed by everything you've seen, but there's actually one more thing. We're paying off your mortgage. Yeah! That's right!
And all I can say is welcome home, Myrtle. Welcome home.
Thank you, ABC!
So there you have it. Another amazing week. And count them, two amazing builds. And to be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to be able to pull it off. But it truly is amazing what can happen when a lot of people come together for a good cause. It's also pretty amazing how fast they move when you yell at them with this. So people, the Piestewa family was actually the 39th family we've helped so far, and we're still going strong. But to be honest with you, I think it's time to retire this thing because it's a little annoying. And I know there's a lot of designers and workers that are going to be very happy when they see this. Bus driver, move that bus. Oh yeah, that felt good. But guess what, people? There's more megaphones out there, and we're not done yet. Let's go, people. We got more houses to do. It's gonna be a long next season.
To find out more about the products used in tonight's show, go to abc.com. Keyword home makeover.
So you've been hanging out with any other horses? You got a crush on anybody I should know about? Got a thing for the younger ladies, or you're more into the older set? Yeah, I hear you. So what do you like to snack on? You like hops and barley? Because I'm kind of into that. You know, there's a special bond between a man and a horse. Are you feeling any love for me?
The 2-hour season finale of Lost arrives Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
Uncle Sam wants Nick and Jessica.
I'm taking these earrings off.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
America's favorite newlyweds are off to the front lines in Iraq for their biggest television event ever. Willie Nelson, Jimmy Kimmel, Big and Rich entertain our troops in an all-star 2-hour special.